Dear friends, thank you for that warm welcome. Well, today I have a 3-part symposium for you, and it's going to start out with Mysterio Mystery making a jackass out of himself. And you know how he's going to do that, friends? Well, let me tell you, it's right down there. Now, thank you, Mysterio Mystery, for pointing out this human skull right down there, right there. So, and what this human skull has is it has one eye socket, and it has 2 eye sockets, and it has 1 nose bone right over here, and it has 1 mouth minus the teeth. You know, almost like that totem head that's sitting up on the so-called moon. Certainly is. Okay now, so without further ado here, let's just let Mysterio Mystery make a jackass out of himself. Alright, roll the clip please.
And then we'll put that back up again. Apologies for that. So, as I mentioned, when I come off here, I get an eyedropper and I can click in the area. Now, grey. You can see it's grey because all 3 colours are around about the same level. This one's got slightly less blue, but very roughly they're in the same sort of region. Click in another area, same story. Another area, similar story. Maybe there's a touch more green there. Around here, more or less the same, more or less the same. Wherever we sample this, it's grey. The colour that Taffy sees is the chrominance noise. Oh, we didn't click down there just to make the point that we weren't cheating. Grey, slightly less red. Still grey. So there you go. Sorry, Taffy. There's nothing unusual going on. It's that shadow. And there's nothing going on in the Dino shadow either. So there you go. Just a normal photograph of an astronaut on the lunar surface casting a shadow.
So, what you gotta say about that, Mysterio Mystery, huh? Well, that's not much of a mystery now, is it anymore, eh? Now that we have put you to shame, let's just have a listen to what Nixon had to say about calling Armstrong on the moon. Alright there? Okay, so let's roll that clip. That's part 2, by the way, just in case you didn't know, Mysterio Mystery, because you're so dumb. You know, almost like that slack-ass character now, isn't it? Isn't that right, slack-ass, huh? Oh, my dear God. Okay, without further ado, let's roll that clip, please. what do you all think about that now, eh? Well, it's pretty good now, isn't it there, friends? And there's no way that Nixon could have made that phone call to any moon, even if it went through all these relays and delays and all that other stuff. There's no cotton picking way, and I'll tell you why. Now just go over here and have a look at this graph, alright there, friends? Now take a look in red there. You see that you got a time delay of 7.6 seconds. Now, when we take that and we subtract that from the other graph, and then we subtract that from the total amount of time that Nixon was on the phone, the very last time that he was on the phone, guess what we have? We have a discrepancy once again. Which means that all of this delay over here was added in by NASA's lab staff. Oh, same old story, isn't it there, eh, slack ass? Oh, well, it's the same old story, isn't it there, Mysterial Mystery and Brian Pop Robson, you crazy big mouth frickin' rabbit critter of slack asses. And that goes for Cornelius Cruey, the guy that's screwy and couldn't be any more loony. Oh, what a bunch of frickin' losers all you dudes are. Holy frickin' cow. Oh, if you think that's good, though, whoa, just wait here because I'm gonna guest speaker for you all. And guess who he is? You guessed it, good old Expat Taffy. So, take it away, Expat Taffy. Shit's stuck in my hand again, god darn it anyway.
Now, it didn't take me more than a couple of minutes to download this photo, zoom it up and examine it, and soon conclude what it is. It's simply a water filter. I soon noticed that another NASA shill, who's the biggest liar on YouTube, Astrobrand2, has also commented on this video. And using his usual style, reading his comment here, you can see he's considering that all of you are idiots. Because, as he states, can't you see that it's just some discarded equipment that was no longer needed? Well, that's quite right. It is a piece of discarded equipment no longer needed, as I have told you. But I am prepared to tell you the truth. It's a piece of discarded equipment that's no longer needed on the Earth, not on Mars. Now, look at that photo, folks. Can any of you see any anomalies on that photo? Now we'll first look at the top left arrow that I've got marked A. What you'll notice here with this photo, I have slightly brightened it up. That's the first thing I do with all the photos I examine. I brighten them up a little bit to show more detail. Now, okay, take a look at this object here, folks, that I marked A on the previous photo. Now, like I say in all my moon landing videos, these anomalies, these objects you find on Mars or the moon, what they are is not so important. What is more important is what they are not. And they are obviously not moon rocks or Mars rocks. That's the important thing, folks. Now take a look at this object here. What do you think it is? I can see a vertical hole going down through. I can see a horizontal hole. And at the back, what appears to be a cylindrical section pointing up maybe 45 degrees. And on the face of it, what seems to be either an inverted letter V or what could be an arrow for direction. Now, what it looks like to me is a joining bracket for poles for a modern tent. Anyone got any better idea? Well, let's hear it.
So, all you NASA nutcases, you want to go and try telling me what the hell is a water filter case doing here on the surface of Mars? Oh my dear God, this just keeps getting better and better and better now, doesn't it there? Oh, imagine that, eh, friends? A water filter on Mars where the NASA scientists say there's no water. Holy shit, that just cracks me right up. Oh my dear God. Well, that's a real good one there, Expat Taffy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, these pans, eh? They'll believe anything, eh? Won't they now? Oh my dear God, I always like to say. Oh, that's a bad one, eh? Water filter on Mars. Well, I suppose if there's pyramids on Mars, why not water filters too? Oh, brother. What next, eh? So, whoa, that's what we got. So, let's to sum up here. Well, what we got here is we got a fake phone call to the White House from somewhere on Earth. Then we have another one here at the beginning, and that one there's even, well, it's so-so, I suppose there, but last but not least, this water filter. Holy Toledo, does this one take the cake? Well, I'm going to be laughing for about a month after I saw this, I'll tell you that much there. So, you'll keep your tinfoil hats on now, right there, slack ass, and your crazy cotton picking, big mouth, frickin' buck tooth, toilet plunging varmint rabbit, alright there? So, that's all I gotta say for today, Mr. Strange out.